Hello again everyone, Andrew and Gray here, continuing the Factorio series. So we set up a lab last time, we've got our iron plates automated, and the next step, what we really want to do is automate some copper as well. The issue we're going to have is our copper field is a little bit away, and we need coal to supply it with energy to the smelters really, and our automated electric mining. Looking, if we press T, we'll bring up the research, and what we want to get to really is here, but it's a little bit too advanced, this electric energy distribution at the moment, so we're going to have to make do. First thing first is we need electric miners over at the other end, and we'll stick with 2 for now. But of course, in order to power electric miners, we need power over there, and there aren't any coal fields nearby, otherwise we could set up its own little power source. So we are going to have to taper from our main base here across to our copper field. Let's do that then. So we won't worry too much about what we're going to power over. Sorry, a bag just fell down and scared me to death. There we go. So we'll just keep on putting power cables across here for now, and then we'll take it as far as we can up. Oh, because it's shallow water, we can put it over shallow water. No, we can't. We can put it there, and then it looks like we'll be able to get it on the other side. So we'll put that down and we'll walk all the way over here. And hey presto, we have power over at this end. What we shall do then is, that's a lot of ore, we shall stop this, because quite frankly we don't really need it at the moment. We've got plenty of ore. And let's put, how are we best doing this? So we put that there, then yeah, I think we're best output into this side first. There we go, let's put 2 there. Now, unfortunately, the best way of getting our ore from here across to the other side are conveyor belts. But that's going to be a lot of conveyor belts. So we'll start off by producing those 8. We need iron plates, so let's go and grab 5 iron plates and start building. Luckily, we just so happen to have a load of iron plates because of our automated factory. 100 pieces of track, that's more I reckon to reach here. Because it, in order, create 100 gears before it trans-belts. However, that does give us time to clear out some trees. Because trees will get in the way of our belts, meaning we can't put them down. Clear a decent path. And luckily the copper isn't that far away from our coal, and where we've set up the power and the likes. There we go, we've started making those conveyor belts now. It's far enough, but it's not too far away. Just clearing out all of this. There we go. Plan is one of these outs down here doing copper. Let's get our guide across, because without we're not doing anything. These guys need power, so we will put power across the top here. We have to rearrange this at some stage if we want to fully maximise our efficiency and our layouts. We've run out, so let's do another 10 of these, which gives us 20, remember. There we go, and there we go. So we've got output. And we'll lay these as move. All the way across. Oh, some more, I don't think it'll be enough. Down the bottom, let's get rid of some of these trees. What we'll do is we'll grab a batch of that and we'll make some more while we're clearing these some more. And there we go, the ore is well on its way across here. As you see, it's already arriving. So let's do it so the gap should be here. So we'll put it up there and then we'll play around with it as we need it. Next step is we need, or we would like, so we need 40. See, a lot easier. Store strong because it's pretty much out of store it in. Let's make all 10. So remember, we need to leave room for a track, an arm, and then we can have it. And then here we need to leave room for an arm, a track, another arm, and then we can have this. Unfortunately, we are just a little bit too far away. It also means we need a lot more inserters. So we'll need 16 or so. 5, 10, 15, let's do 20. And we want to take from there and put in there, and we want to take from there and put in there. Okay, and we can run this down to here. Let's get rid of the lab, because what we will want to do is get coal from here and trail it down to here. So these 4 coal mines will be providing power to all of this. And to do that, we'll just take some coal from there and we'll just run it down. Give it some power. So there we go, we're getting coal from the output, turn it down, across into there, and also down into here. Now I don't see any problem with us running out of coal, and if we do, we just provide a bigger supply, really. That's as simple as it is. If we do start getting low on coal, the worry is that this arm will grab any coal coming across the conveyor belt before it gets to your iron smelters. So really maybe we want to do the other way around if we were having this particular layout, to make sure iron was made over copper. Anyway, let's finish off making this little area. Might not be the most of doing all this, by the way. I'm quite willing, if there's a better way of doing this, because it'd be nice to have them more efficient. That's the whole idea, to make efficient setups. And then let's put all this down here. We need to take that out of there and put it into a metal box. Just need to paste. So we'll put a power cable in there, and then we'll put one there, and then we'll put cable there, cable there. And there we have an automated area to produce copper plates. Good. So as I said, the first sub-goal I have is to create something which will provide our lab with enough of these red Science 1 packs to automate research. Science 1 packs made out of copper plates and iron gears. So we need to make some iron gears. This is where forwarding comes in, really. I've never... Well, I don't need... I mean, we've got all up here, which looks like a new place to set. So let's do that. Let's take plates from there. This is the wrong thing to do. To here. Let's power that. And let's also take plate here. To the same place. So power that. So what do we need? We've got copper plates coming up in the raw form, which is great, and we need to make these iron gears, which require 2 iron plates. Right, we can use assembly machines to do that. So let's just grab some off here, because why not? And make one of these assembly plants. Okay, so we will take put it there. We will take iron plates from there. If we click on the assembly plant, we can then go in here and select what we want it to build, and we want it to build iron gears. So there we go. All straight away we're taking plates off there, it's going into here and producing 2 iron gears. Now obviously we don't want them to sit in there. What we want is we need more inserters. Take it out of there, and do we put it directly onto a belt or do we put it into a box first? We can always put it into a box later. Let's give that some power. So there we go. I think if we set up a row of factories here, that might be good. How's our power doing? We probably want some more power as well soon. Need some more iron plates. Oops, that's not what I wanted. If I right click there, it cancels it, but anything that's already produced will still go in my inventory. Let's make another steam engine. Put the steam engine there. Good, we're still getting performance out of these boilers. So where do we put our lab? I think we should put our lab at the top here. Do we? Or do we put it here? Well, we've got stones there. Am I overthinking this? Let's put our labs at the top, because we can always have one. Put a lab here. And we can get a inserter. And we want to take from there and put it in. Let's give it some power. Let's take our power back up this central area. No, we don't want to do that at all, because I'm an idiot. So, yeah, this makes things a little bit easier. Do is we get another factory. We'll delete this for now because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing. And I want to take items off there. Put it onto that conveyor belt, and then I want an underground conveyor belt, and that's what we need to research. Did I say I need 20 of them? Yeah. So we're going to do this manually, and underground conveyor belt just because it makes life easy. But as you can see, progressing now, we've got a decent stream of copper ore. Got a load there, we've got loads of copper coming in. Everything seems to be going okay. Let's load that up so we can get researching in the meantime. Around for a bit for this. Searched. We build that need at a particular moment. A radar looks and expands your map area without you having to explore it yourself. Don't really need one of those just yet. It is purely the research really that we need. Go and load that in. For that, let's power up this. So the plan is we'll get something coming out here. We'll then take from there, put into here. What we'll do with this is we will change the direction and put it there, and we want to grab from there and put into here. And this will be making these. So we've got gears coming in from here. We will have copper coming in from here, and then that will output to there. That will output to here. And that, wrong button, output to there, which then be used as an input to there. So let's provide power to a few places. Let's get power there, power there. So this is where things are probably going to get real messy. So what the plan is, we'll get an underground conveyor belt from this output here underneath to here, which will allow copper to be placed into the assembly machine, which will assemble science pack 1s, then output it onto this conveyor belt, which will then go to the lab Skylord gadget, which will then be able to do research without us having to manually produce the packs. And we're still just waiting on logistics to finish, build that underground transport belt. As you see, the oxygen is well and truly stable. Come on, not long. And this is it. Now we've everything we at this present time automated. There's a lot of, well, we don't have to have a lot. How we want things laid out. There we go. Logistics is finished. What's our next move? Do we want electronics, which will give us a smart inserter? There's no, we can go for logistics 2, but that needs a science pack 2, which we haven't got set up automated yet. We could go for optics, which gives us solar energy rather than relying on steam power. Turrets we don't need at the moment, walls we don't need at the moment. Steel processing opens up a lot of options for us. We don't need a stacked inserter at the moment, and we don't need armour at the moment. This will allow automation 2 to be unlocked, which will give us an assembly machine which is allowed to do more complex things. So, do we want to aim for logistics 2? I think we do. Or do we want to have steel processing decisions. Let's get steel processing on the way because it does unlock a lot. I forgot to see, yeah, it's 20 of those. Let's build one of our underground belts that we were waiting for, turn it around so that it takes from there, outputs to there. And there we go, we're building those. And I think just before we finish, because research is so important, we'll get another assembling machine underway. We'll go and get some more iron out of here to make some more assembly, and I'll take another one because I could do a couple of those, I think. So there we go. We're producing our science packs, which then go into there. Thing is, science packs aren't very quickly, so what I would really like to do is add a gap . So if we just take everything out one more. Put that there instead. Grab that and take from there into there, take from there into there, and again just export it out. So we're not doing anything different, we've just moved it along a little bit to make sure everything works. Don't need that there anymore. Good. And then what we can do is transport this up to here, get another one of these set up there. It's going to need power. Take from there into there. We'll take from there and output it into there, and we'll also take from what's going to be there. Oh, sorry, wrong way around. Take from there and put into there, take from there into there, and take from there into there. That's right. So we'll put an underground cable from there to there. Then put a normal cable on that last one, and a normal cable there. We will power all of this by there and there. Get rid of that final one because we don't want stuff sitting around, and we want this to produce some more of these. Oh yes, we did tell you. So there we go. So what we've got here is we've extended these supply lines so that we're producing level 1 science packs in both of these factories, which are then going onto this conveyor belt. I would have liked them both going on the same side, if I'm honest. Is that possible? Can I set... I can set something up so it goes on the same side. But it might be too much hassle for now. And there we go, that's the steel processing research while we were doing all that. We will get... Where is it? We need to be able to... What have we just researched? That. We need this researched, and to do this we require electronics, so we will research electronics. We will leave it there, and I shall be back in the next video to do something a little bit more advanced, and then I'll probably leave it for a bit until I get some feedback on if this is what you want to see or not. Okay, thank you very much.